So I saw that new Adam Sandler film Uncut Gems like a week ago, and I'm now getting around to reviewing it. So Uncut Gems is about a jeweler named Howard Ratner who's addicted to gambling, but he gets this rare Ethiopian gem and makes a big bet. But you should watch the movie and see what happens if it's still playing near you. This movie is different from other Adam Sandler movies. It doesn't suck. It has some comedy in it, but the movie itself isn't a comedy. I thought this movie was pretty great. It's not my favorite film of 2019, and I don't think it'll be in the top 10 coming February, but it is pretty close. Everyone talks about how tense this movie is, but I wish I felt more because I had to use the bathroom during a tense scene near the end, so that sucks. But hopefully I won't miss it when it comes to Blu-ray. I did see the actual ending though, and wow. Not gonna spoil it, but wow. Let's talk about Adam Snadler in this movie. He's actually good here, even though he talks like this throughout the movie. He's very entertaining to watch, but you don't really root for him because he isn't a good person, he's greedy, he's irresponsible, he's unfaithful to his wife, he's addicted to gambling, and let's just say that karma does come back to bite him in the ass later on. But he is charismatic and likable, and he does fit this character well. He shows that an actor can be good with the right director, or in this case directors, and the right script. Adam Sandler actually can be a good serious actor, and I would like to see more from him, but he will likely keep doing comedies because those make him money. I don't have a lot to say about the other characters. I enjoyed Julia Fox as Howard Sideho. This is a better Idina Menzel movie than both Frozen movies combined. Everyone else is good. This movie is directed by the Safdie brothers, who also made that movie Good Time. I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've heard, it's a good time. Did anyone else start to feel nostalgic when they saw the 2012 iOS user interface? I did. I don't really have any issues I can think of off the top of my head. Uncut Gems is a pretty great movie and one of my favorites of 2019, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Next movie I saw was our World War I film 1917, and it was pretty good. So 1917 is about these two soldiers in World War I named Schofield and Blake who have to deliver a letter calling off an attack which would end in the deaths of 1,600 British soldiers. I've been hearing some mixed things about 1917, some saying it's good, some saying it's great, some saying it's just okay. Now that I've seen it, I think it's good, but it does have some issues that keep me from loving it more, but I'll get to those later. I'll start with what I liked. I love how this movie is filmed. It's filmed to look like one take. I mean, it's not, and there are some times where it will cut. Like, it cuts to darkness, which happens in one scene. It's like one long video game cutscene. This movie has the nomination for Best Cinematography at the Oscars this year, and I honestly hope it wins. Roger Deakins deserves the second Oscar. It does have some tense moments, like the running scene is amazing. I like the scene in the German bunker, but there's an issue with that I'll talk about later. And I almost got a little emotional during the scene with Richard Madden. All the performances are good, even the ones who appear for only a couple minutes, like Richard Madden, Colin Firth, Mark Strong, Benedict Cumberbatch. Although I don't know how you can have Colin Firth, Mark Strong, and Richard Madden and not include Taron Egerton. As I said, there are some issues, and I do want to talk about them. There isn't really a whole lot to the characters. We know that Schofield and Blake have to deliver a letter to Blake's brother, and Blake mentions a tradition with his family involving cherry trees, but that's about it. There's a scene where Schofield and Blake are going through a German bunker, but they notice a tripwire and a rat accidentally sets it off, blowing up part of the room. And Blake is trapped under a bunch of debris from the bunker, but he only gets some dust in his eyes. I guess he's lucky he was wearing his plot armor. In the movie, they're at this abandoned house, and Schofield has to go to a town that's a few miles away, but when he's picked up by Mark Strong and some other soldiers, they say they'll take him there, but they get there in just a couple minutes. And they say the bridge is out, so he has to go on his own. But the bridge is right next to this town that Schofield has to go to. And later, Schofield jumps into a river, and the letter he has to deliver is just conveniently hidden inside of a leather case. I don't know how well that would hold up being submerged in water. Overall, I like 1917. I thought it was a tense and engaging movie despite its issues. It's not the best movie of 2020, and I don't think it'll make my top 10 at the end of the year. I do think it's my least favorite of the Best Picture nominees I've seen. I'm going to give 1917 an 8 out of 10, but it is a little closer to a 7. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with another video.